Orcs await your command.
Hide down, you maggots! Orcs! Be ready!
This land will soon perish.
Come on, come on! Move your feet! Wake up, you scum! Nothing's gonna stop us!
They cannot stop the goblins! They will learn fear today! Come on, you lazy scum!
Get moving! Come on, come on! Move your feet! Attack!
Positions, Harry! Get ready to fight!
Grind them into the ground! Crack their pretty skulls!
Attack! Slay them!
Charge! Go after them! Kill them all! Drag them into the ground!
Cowards! Stand and fight! Come on, you orcs, fight! Kill them all!
Crack their pretty skulls! Rip them apart! Slay them all! Keep fighting, you cowards! Bunch of cowards! Destroy them! Take them down! Destroy them all! Hold your ground, nuggets! Keep them alive!
Retreat! Run! Pull back! We must pull back! Run! They're too strong!
Retreat! Flee! Flee! Run! Get out of here! Retreat! Get out of here!